taking off like a Boeing. If the volume spikes, then it's time to trade. Mighty 90 setting up, it's time to get paid. Dr. Chad on the mic, time to get focused. We don't need any indicator, hocus pocus. It's all about the price, just watch it move. Manage your risks so you don't lose. First hour of trading is all we need. Focus on the patience and forget about greed.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's day trading live stream, Wednesday, November 19th. S&P is up 3 points. NASDAQ up 25. Russell's up 3. Dow is down 27. Everything pretty muted, especially compared to what we have seen. Gold's up 1%. Silver's up almost 2. Notes and bonds a little bit green. 10-year yield down almost 0.5%. Oil's down almost 3. Natural gas up almost 4. Soybeans red, wheat green, corn red, euro and the pound are both down about 0.33%, and Bitcoin's down another 2%. Hanging above 91,000 is Bitcoin. VIX contracting down about 3.5%, currently at 23.83. Big VIX contraction overnight, plus NVIDIA earnings after the bell, so no 1DTE for me. I do have my 1DTE that I held overnight from yesterday, which I never do. It was just so darn wide and centered that I figured, why not? So it looks like that's going to be fine for now anyway. It would have to... Let's see. Yeah, my shorts are on the 67.20 calls, so that's 100 points higher. And my puts are 64.85. So, a lot of room to roam today. Hopefully I'll just take that one to the bell or close it out near end of day for near max. Opening bell right now. SPX. Expected range for the day, 47.68. Yesterday was 53. I am going to put some headphones on here, so let me know if anything changes with the volume. All right. Should be good. All right, biggest movers on the stock board. OKLO's up 2.5%. Google, I took calls for a swing trade yesterday. It's up 1.5%. It did sell off towards the close though, but it's up a couple hundred. Still have a swing trade in Apple, which is down tiny this morning. Nvidia's up almost 2%. Tesla's up 1%. Biggest movers on the downside. Open Doors down 4. Baidu down 3. Oh, I've got a Baidu earnings fly. Let's see if that helped that at all. Still not quite back into range with Baidu, but if we get a little bit more downside, could get down there. MSTR down 2.5, Netflix down 1, Meta down 1. NVIDIA earnings is a pretty anticipated deal every quarter, so we may see just some, I don't know, potentially tighter price range waiting for the NVIDIA earnings. We also have FOMC minutes this afternoon coming out. That's at 1 o'clock Central Time, 2 o'clock Eastern. S&P, NASDAQ coming down to unchanged. So we've got some pre-market lows here that made a pretty decent pivot. Actually, technically, it's the overnight lows. And then the pre-market highs, which are just below previous day highs. So got a little bit of room to roam that's still kind of in this pre-market, aftermarket range here. So we'll see if we're going to break out at all or just going to kind of chop between those. So we had Target before the market opened today, along with Lowe's. I mentioned NVIDIA's after the bell. So is Palo Alto Networks. Pre-market tomorrow, Walmart. Walmart has a new CEO, I guess. That last week I saw that. He's pretty young. I can't remember his name, but he retired. New guy heading up Walmart. All right, so S&P and NASDAQ bouncing off unchanged, trying to stay green. Little continuation bounce. Got my Bix going already. Google's up 3%. Get it, Goog. Get you some, Goog. I'm already up 40+% on that swing trade. Google is close to all-time highs. It's about to push through. I'm going to take some off at all-time highs in Google. I only did 2 lots, so I'll take 1 off. I'll put a profit target in that at 1250. Looks like it might hit right now. Filled. Beautiful. Let me just post that in the trade channel. Anybody else on the Google train with me? Watson, good. A Bosch, nice. We picked the right one. I was looking for a swing trade yesterday, and that ended up being a good one so far. I scolded you? What did I scold you about? I mean, you need to be scolded on a daily basis, but I don't remember what it was yesterday. Oh, you're trying to get filled. Yeah, yeah. You're copying me. Don't do that. So it's for your own good, Abash. It's like, you remember when you were a kid and your parents made you eat broccoli? You didn't like it, but now you're healthy. So you know, it's for your own good. No, I haven't taken anything with NVIDIA. Look at Google rip through all-time highs. That a baby? Just pumping, pumping, pumping. Apple going green. Amazon's weak. Amazon's been in a little bit of a tailspin. Holy moly, look at the daily chart. Hit an all-time high on November 3rd, and it's hit an all-time high of 258. It's down to 220. Yuck. Meta also has been just bleeding. It's down again today. Tesla's coming down. NVIDIA's trying to hold at yesterday's high. Let's see what else is moving here. Bullish is had earnings. It's down 7%. That thing IPO'd and has not gone up since. Circle's down 5%. OKLO's up 4%. OKLO holding above yesterday's high. NBIS pushing above yesterday's high. So some quantum names getting a little green push today. Google's kind of leading the pack, though. I like it. Netflix dropping. Let's see, what do we got with the chips here? By the way, Google almost got a big volume bar on that push. No chips got any volume bars. They're just kind of... TSM and AVGO are bouncing. PLTR is struggling, trying to stay green. Banks are pushing. Cryptos are falling. Well, based on the pricing, I only did a 2 lot of Google, but I took one off, so now I got to decide. My remaining one's up 85%. How far is this puppy going to rip? Now Apple pushing above pre-market highs. NASDAQ pushing up towards pre-market highs. Gold on the move higher the last couple days. Had that push a couple weeks ago, and a little pullback. Now it's curling back up. Silver even stronger. Oil getting shellacked today, down 3%. All right, so NASDAQ approaching pre-market highs. Let's see if it's going to get rejected or continue with this strength here. It's almost to 300. Oh, so you're copying my opens, just not my closes. You think you know better on my closing? You think you know better on closing? Don't try to go against my crystal ball. You guys know I'm a fortune teller. There's Google 300, Watson. It's up 5%, almost 5.5%. I think I'm going to bail too. Filled at 1560. Nice little one-day swing. That was the Google swing trade from yesterday, Dark Avenger. Check the trade channel. Just closed her out. Tesla trying to stay green. Nvidia still staying strong. Apple strong. SMH pushing up to yesterday's high. AVGO strong. NASDAQ barely flinched at pre-market highs. It's still going. S&P's now kind of approaching its pre-market high. Let's see. Bitcoin bounced. What are cryptos doing? They are still kind of struggling, especially Circle. Amazon staying weak. Microsoft, little bounce, trying to go green now. TSM pushing up to yesterday's high. Chips, there's some strong chips here. TSM and AVGO and NVIDIA. Chad's looking to get short Amazon in this little bounce. AVGO's pumping. TSM paused a little bit at yesterday's high. Bank of America, JP Morgan pushing through yesterday's highs. Hood trying to pop back up to highs of day. Yeah, if this market starts dipping, I would think Amazon would flush. It's already back down to lows. Market didn't even dip. Netflix through lows. Meta's another one that didn't really participate in that up move. So Amazon, Meta, Netflix weak. Some of the others strong here. Tesla kind of in between. S&P, NASDAQ starting to dip. Oh, wow, yeah. Amazon flushing. Man, chips are strong. TSM, AVGO still ripping. Barely any pullbacks. Well, TSM had a little pullback. AVGO, no pullbacks from the open. Goog still holding up. QQQ paused at pre-market highs and ripped. S&P is now up 0.5%. Tezzy's starting to perk up. Bounced off unchanged. I want to see if S&P can hold above its pre-market high here. Russell is not pushing like the other two. Bitcoin's kind of choppy. Nvidia up 3% moving into earnings. Wow. This thing is just straight pushing. NASDAQ up to yesterday's high. I don't like when it squeezes without me. Just no. I mean, I was looking at possibly NASDAQ at pre-market highs, but Goog over 302. Look at AVGO go and TSM. SMH. Hood pushed up to yesterday's high. MSTR cracking through lows. There goes Hood. It's up 3% now. Well, getting some call sides hit on my BIX here. Yeah, Meta not participating. Amazon going oppo still. Apple up to yesterday's high. That helps my Apple swing. It's got a long ways to go, though. It's been getting theta decayed. Tezzy up to almost up to pre-market highs. Well, for me, I mean, this is just price action. It's not just for me. It's not really giving me an entry. Like I said, there's a little pause in the NASDAQ at pre-market highs that I could have possibly taken advantage of, but for the most part, it's just kind of straight up without me. Amazon getting a little bounce. And SPX just hit its upper expected move for the day. Now IWM coming to life. I was kind of wondering if IWM started going down, if it was going to drag the others, but it's following today, I guess. Wow, what a move. Tesla big pop above pre-market highs. Mostly driven by chips here. I mean, look at SMH. Thing just shot out of the gate. And Google and Apple too, I guess. Good luck to you, Krish. Yeah, big quick bounce in Amazon off that little volume pop. OKLO's up 7%. NBIS up 6. Goog's up 6. AVGO up 5. Crypto's still staying weak, except for Hood, if you consider that a crypto. Circle's at lows, MSTR's at lows. Coin is kind of mid-range. CoreWeave is just straight chop. SPY is going off my chart. I mean, Nvidia pulling back. Tesla is now ripping. And Meta is starting to perk up. Netflix even bouncing a little bit. So all the dogs are starting to bounce, especially Amazon. Gold just broke out of its pre-market highs. Oil's starting to bounce. JP Morgan and Bank of America paused at yesterday's high. Now they're pushing through highs. Tesla, big volume bar. Tesla just pushed right up to that bottom of that consolidation area on the daily chart that I've been kind of watching. Had a big, strong push into that, right into that level with volume. Tesla pulling back to previous day high. Amazon still bouncing. Be back in 1 minute. Coinbase starting to get some legs, going into positive territory. IWM, big rip. Yeah, Tesla pulling back to previous day high, but the market is not pulling back at all. Netflix's little bounce getting pushed back down. Little dip in Meta. Netflix had that monster bounce yesterday, and it's given it almost all of it back today. Google, another push. I'd still be holding if it wasn't for Watson. Pressured me to bail at 300. MSTR finally getting a little bounce. Oh, there goes Bitcoin. Through pre-market highs. Bitcoin a little late to the party, but hey, you know, better late than never, Bitcoin. Tezzy kind of acting like it rejected that level pretty hard. Like that big volume was kind of exhaustion, like it needed to go touch that level before it goes back down. All right, now we're finally getting a little pullback. Chips, little pullback. Yeah, Tesla is pulling back the quickest and the deepest. Wow, that dip did not last long. Well, there's your chance to get in. Now it's gone. Holy moly. There was my chance, my one and only. Let's see if Bitcoin gives me a chance. I'm going to wait for a 15-minute close over that pre-market high level. Yeah, Tezzy's little dip getting bought up right at pre-market highs. Meta starting to push. Netflix, no bueno. Hood's starting to pull back. Gosh, I guess I better check my 1DTE. Is it getting challenged here? Oh, no. No, it's still good. See, even with that big rip, my 1DTE from yesterday is still up about 70%. 60%. With about a 50-point buffer to the upside. So if we don't, as long as we don't go another 50 points, that should be good. IWM, big push. It's up 1% now. Same with SPY. NASDAQ's up 1.5%. Bitcoin's still holding at pre-market highs. All right, I'm taking IBIT, 52.5 calls. IBIT 52.5 calls, filled at 86 cents. See if Bitcoin can follow the pack. I'll put my first profit target at 95 cents. If we can make a little push through highs. Nvidia is going through highs of day. Apple's still pushing highs. AMD coming to life, joining the chip crew. Tezzy back up to highs. Let's see if it can break back into that daily consolidation area. What a rip. TSM back on the move. Let's see, what's Meta doing? Meta is up to highs a day. Amazon almost back up to yesterday's low. Bitcoin ticked above highs, but no follow through. Now we got a little bit of a pullback in the indices as well. Tesla getting rejected at that level again, just kind of chopping above yesterday's high. Hood pushing through highs. MSTR staying weak. Coin back below yesterday's lows. Circle staying weak. MSTR started to bounce when I got into Bitcoin. I thought maybe that thing was ready to join the bulls, but maybe not. Netflix through lows. S&P and NASDAQ approaching basically the Monday pre-market highs. Or no, sorry. I had a level marked here on the Monday overnight highs, where it kind of started to fall. Bitcoin dipping. Need a bounce out of Bitcoin or I'll cut. Still got a few minutes left on this bar. Indices, a little dip, pop back up. Not Bitcoin though. Not so much the Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin's getting a little fleshy. All right, I'm just going to close it. I'm not going to wait. Filled at 69 cents. See if there's anything else here before I jump off. Tesla's still holding above yesterday's high. Oh yeah, MSTR through lows, Coinbase down to lows, Circle to lows. Hood's starting to pull back. Russell pulling back. A little pause in the NASDAQ and S&P. A little pause in some of the chips. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap the stream. If I see anything here that I want to get involved in, I will post in the trade channel. Otherwise, everybody have a good day, and we'll see you in Power Hour. Take care.